You know, I really thought I was past the point of taking my sled out in about 4 or 5 inches of snow, since I get to ride like 75 days a year and 10 feet of snow. But yeah, here we are. We're getting some good snow tonight, and it's supposed to start raining at like 3 a.m. So yeah, it's just gonna be a sloppy mess in the morning. I was in the garage, had the suit on, door was wide open, sled was sitting there. So I was like, well, I guess we'll take it out and more or less just look at it. But I think next weekend we'll continue the rest of this video. I'll install some parts on the free ride. Hopefully some parts are going to show up this week. All the Munster accessories. Last weekend I was at Harbor Power Sports. I picked up the glove box for the hood. And that's probably all we'll have. Maybe we'll have some bumpers for it. And I don't think we're going to have another sled yet. I don't know if it's going to show up before I go to leave out west, which I'm probably going to leave December 23rd or 24th. Probably be on the road for Christmas. That's always fun. But yeah, so maybe we'll end up shipping my second sled out west or something. I'm not really sure what's going to happen, but we'll make it work. Turns out it's actually 2 weeks later since we had the sled out in the driveway. There's green grass in the yard this morning. Getting a little bit of snow today, but not really too concerned since we're heading out west in like 5 days. Got my wisdom teeth out this week, which was really fun. Should have done that like 5 or 10 years ago, but we didn't. I was too scared. Got some merch in yesterday. I'll be shipping that out till I leave to go out west, so 5 days. If you want to pick up a sweater or a hat, toque, whatever, it's online, freeriderfilms.com. I appreciate the support as always. We're just in the layer right now, cutting out some decals or decals for you guys in the States. Don't want to offend you. Yeah, since we're not wrapping the sled this year, obviously I want to support the people that support me. So gonna get that cut out and then we'll get over to the shop. We'll get that on the sled. And I also got some Munster accessories in this week, like all the Munster stuff and something you guys haven't seen yet. So let's go over to the shop. So clean when they're new. Obviously, I did a pretty bad job of recording what I was doing here, but I'll give you guys a quick rundown. So we got the Munster riser with the Munster bars by Cheetah, and finger throttle, start stop, RER button, and that's all for the handlebar controls. I reused the cork. If you heat it up, you can kind of peel it off and it goes back on not bad. And then, yeah, you just put air to the grips and blow them back on. I like running the stock grips over the Cheetah grips personally. The last time I ran these bars was 2 years ago on my 19, and figured we'd throw them back on for this season. I've mentioned lots of times why I prefer the finger throttle over a thumb throttle, but I seem to still always get asked why. So you've got better throttle control. Personally, my favorite reason is when you're going steep downhill in the trees. So when you're going steep downhill, you're steep downhill, right? So you want to put your hand against the bar to brace you, hold you back. But the problem is, when you got your palm against the bar in a comfortable position like this, you don't have good throttle control with your thumb. So I find use this part of your hand. You know, that's fine throttle control, but that gets very uncomfortable on your hand after going downhill for a long period of time. So that's a lot more comfortable and great throttle control. Got things cleaned up a little nicer here now. Just have to zip tie our wire looms and put our brake reservoir on. We're back in the office here this morning. Kind of just laying out what I want to do with the side panel here. Originally I was kind of just going to do this, but that looks kind of cheap. Like I just took some stickers and threw them on the side panel. So what we're going to do, I think, is kind of get like a block like this. Almost go for the factory, maybe race style look. And then we'll just put the logos like this. And it should be kind of a clean look that I could just take off after and have a stock factory decals underneath. So just got to pull this corner down a bit and this down a bit and that up a bit. And doing that in here. There we go. You could kind of see the decals underneath, but you're not really going to notice that unless you're up close. Just gonna put some logos on and then we're done. There we go, got one side panel all done. I think it came out pretty good. This color matches this nicely, and the black kind of goes with everything else. I think it looks a little more factory than that. Back in the shop now, we're going to try and get the handlebars tuned up, get the sled back together, get the rail brace and pivot arm on, and then we'll go back over to the house, edit this video up. No wearing them or anything. Perfect. Oh, yeah. Exactly what I didn't want to do, but I guess these things happen. Just wanted to put a little dielectric grease in these connections, because I've had them quit working before. Well, I heard the part tumble down in the engine bay there, and then heard it once more, but somehow could not friggin' find it. One of the guys from work even showed up and he was helping me look for it, but I don't know, it just disappeared, so I'll go buy a new one. So one of the other parts I also bought was a glove box for this sled, but I didn't realize until I saw online that since I got the old gauge, this bag isn't going to work. We'll have a look. Oh yeah, it does not work at all. I didn't really know how this works, but they give you a new trim piece. They give you a new trim piece for the dash. And since I got the old dash, there's definitely no way to make that work with the dash I have. Not nicely anyway. Alright, so we gotta make this fit in here and look nice. Yeah, I don't know. We're just putting the pivot arm and the rail brace in now. Hopefully this goes better than doing that dielectric grease in that one electrical connection. So something I didn't know last year doing the rail brace, you don't use an impact on stainless steel because it screws the bolts. Found that out the hard way. When you're working in the shop at work, you don't always have the right tools, so we got a 20-ton jack here. I think that should do the trick. We don't have a Yamaha, so we're all right. What's up, dog? You wanna run? You know, I could just drive around on the snow, even though there's like 2 inches. But yesterday I actually got stuck. My track was just spinning on the glare ice underneath this in spots, so. Oh, let's go! On the frozen dirt. mess in my driveway. Getting gravel in my garage. That's it for the video, guys. As always, thanks for watching. I've been itching to start making some sledding videos, but hasn't really been anything to make videos on, and there's no snow here to ride. So luckily, we're heading out at the end of this week, and we'll be in the mountains in no time. But like I mentioned, if you want to pick up some merch, sweater, whatever, the website will be live till Thursday, and then I'm shutting it down. So if you want to pick something up, now's your only chance. Anyway, I'm not sure if we're going to start the next video off just in the mountains, or we'll do kind of like the travel video, heading out there, or what, but we'll be there in no time, and we'll be riding. I can't wait. We're going to have we're going to have my girlfriend and actually my whole family out there to start the trip, so it should be an interesting start to the trip. Got my brother, my mom, dad, and girlfriend. So I don't know if we'll really be riding, but we'll still get in some riding and some videos. So